Hello, everybody. Welcome to DecomRecon. Welcome to the episode. I am Dave. So, as this channel grows and solidifies, I coming up with different ideas, different ways to get my point across and communicate with you. So I've come up with I think a wonderful idea and a schedule. So what I intend to do is during the week, I'm going to do this, which we're going to call the RECON Report. And basically, it's going to be a recap, a debrief, and an expectation of what is actually going to be coming out on the next video. And then on the weekends, I will show you the video games, things that you want to see in a longer format. Again, I need to just add this to you guys because if you want to see me play the video games longer and, you know, as much as I can do that too. So just leave a comment down below and we can do that. The other thing is that I did not talk when I played. Do you want me to talk? Do you want me to give you some strategy? Do you want me to give you some insight about me? Put that also in there. So, going back to what this is basically a forum for a recap, and then what's going on. So I'd like to start it, get it over with, and tell you what's going on. So, as you all know, I did PacMan this weekend, and hopefully you enjoyed it. I know there was some long games of PacMan and Miss PacMan, but I hope I brought you the real picture of what was there. And if I didn't, please tell me. You know, I'll gladly add on. But I wanted to add on to some stuff. You know, I have papers since I troll the internet for this stuff for you guys. I want to give you some insight about PacMan. So let's get to it. PacMan designer Tori Iwatani had no training whatsoever as a designer nor a programmer. He just had no plans to do it, but he had the idea. So it came to fruition, and look where we are today, right? PacMan was designed to be a response to Space Invaders, to shoot 'em up games. And to, you know, obviously it kind of took the mundaneness of just sitting there and shooting and brought it to a whole different thing, using your motor skills, using your strategy. You know, we're looking at these games, and they're actually, they shape the video game and industry. And it's important we talk about these this early on. PacMan's gameplay and the ghosts were inspired by comic book characters. I read this, and I can't. It's actually pretty interesting. So PacMan was inspired by Popeye. So whenever he went to get spinach, he would get big and strong, right? And power pills, big and strong, goes after the ghosts. And the ghosts were kind of modeled, I mean, kind of lightly by Brutus, right? Because he was always going after Popeye. The ghosts literally were inspired by manga, pronunciation probably manga. No, manga. Yeah, definitely manga. And animation. So it's kind of interesting because they have the big eyes and the way that anime does. It's really interesting to see that. The game literally owes this function, the AI, the enemy AI, to the actual popularity. Without it, it would have been nothing. I mean, if you watch, as I was playing yesterday, or you know, when I was recording it, the red ghost is all up in your butt, man. He sees you, he's following you, and it's almost impossible to get him. So it's unbelievable. It was really impressive to also encounter that again. You know, I haven't played it in many years. One of the most successful arcade games of all time. all time. Yet they didn't get rich from it, right? And I have to read you a statement from Nishikado. The truth of the matter is that there were no rewards per se for the success of PacMan. I was just an employee. There was no change in my salary, no bonus, no official citation of any kind. Really? And it turned out to be the biggest. And we've heard about this all over all these things. So, you know, just another lost opportunity. So I said yesterday, and this is something really important that I wanted to also point out. Yesterday, the highest score you can get on PacMan is, here we go, because I didn't do it yesterday, 3,333,360 points. But I did not know that it has 255 levels. I thought it was just a revolving and it kept on going and you could hit it. But it has 255 levels. Impressive. And we all know it's insane, insidiously addictive. And to be honest, as I was playing, I wanted to play more. You just popping the quarters in. Really very, very fun. So that right there is one part of it. Now, you know, we're talking about AI. We're talking about ghosts. We're talking about moving the stick or watching things go. There was always a knowledge of patterns, right? I'm just going to give you some brief synopsis of this because I don't know any more than I can tell you. I remember watching these guys playing PacMan, and they would follow it through this side, this side, this side, this side, this side, this side, and every time they would do it like that. Well, here's something for you guys to know. There is something called the cherry pattern, and that cherry pattern is typically for the bottom. You finish the bottom first, and you go up, and there's a great, I'll put it in the description about the cherry pattern and patterns in general. There's a mid-fruit pattern, which I've seen people do also, where they go up and they go hit the fruit at a certain time. The apple pattern, it's actually a whole big pattern in there also. I know I'm not really giving you a lot of information like this, but I want you to go look into that if you want. But patterns were totally a thing. So the other thing is that there's tricks and hiding spots and zones. So there are literally hot spots, and they were at the top and they were at the bottom, and hopefully I'll show them here, that if you were there, you were in trouble, right? And there were hiding spots and different things like that, which I'll also show you. But it was rather interesting to see all that stuff show up, and I know it's very basic and not very informative, but again, I'll put these things in the website. So I wanted to give you an insight of what we're going to be doing next video. I think I gave you a hint. We are going to be doing Galaga, and we are going to be doing Galaxian. Again, here, please, if you want to see more gameplay than just informational, I intend to play about a 5-10 minute each. Again, I haven't played in years, but I do understand the logic of it, and I know that I'm really good. If I have a good button, I can beat it up. So again, here it is. Like, subscribe, leave some comments, please. And I hope you enjoy what we're watching here, what I'm showing you, and we'll see you next time on DecomRecon.